This week, our team was supposed to be at the Cannes Film Festival. It's the highlight of our cultural year. So we thought, blow the coronavirus, we're going to mark the 73rd edition of this amazing film event ourselves. I might be stuck here in Paris, but our reporter Clovis Casali has been checking out Cannes without the glitz and the glamour.
Around the Palais des Festivals, usually the epicenter of glitz and glam during Cannes, no frenzy, no stars. Instead, a banner on display thanking those hospital workers battling COVID-19. The pandemic has disrupted lives around the world, and Cannes is no exception. Take a look at the famous Croisette, so empty. There should be some 200,000 people. 4,000 journalists attending the world's most prestigious event when it comes to cinema, one that generates some 200 million euros in revenue for local businesses. But as you can see, beach bars are closed, so are restaurants. Five-star hotels all around are shut, and there are very few foreign tourists. Let's take a listen to some Cannes residents on this very unusual atmosphere.
Voilà, Cannes n'est plus Cannes en ce moment. Voilà.
Ah bah là, normalement, la période, elle est propice aux balades, aux festivités. On voit des jolies femmes partout.
Vu que le festival est international, donc ça limite un peu les risques par rapport au Covid.
Well, the Cannes organisers have promised that the festival will take place somehow. It's a work in progress. While we wait, our team has been taking a trip down memory lane, looking back at all the years we've been covering it. One of my most memorable moments was an interview with the Bollywood bomb Aishwarya Rai on a yacht.
I loved interviewing Stephen Spielberg in Cannes for the world premiere of his kids' movie, The BFG. Now, you have to remember that these interviews in Cannes are very fast, 6 or 7 minutes at most, and I was so touched by how thoughtful he was in his answers, talking about how he was bullied as a kid and how he uses those kinds of emotions from when he was little in all of his movies today. I also asked him what his favorite kids' movie was when he was little, and he said Snow White. I thought that was very sweet.
I think my favorite Disney movie has always been and will always be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Why?
I just love that picture. I just love what it says, once again, about embracing our differences. And as Snow White has to do with each of the disparate personalities of the Seven Dwarfs. And it's a story about jealousy and envy. And it's a story also about your heart will triumph evil. And I just love those basic precepts of fairy tales. And, BFG, it's my first fairy tale.
Un de mes meilleurs souvenirs, ça a été de parler avec John Travolta et son épouse à l'hôtel Eden Rock. C'était plus qu'une interview pour moi. J'étais en face de Danny Zuko de Grease, un film qui m'a marqué à vie, un cadeau fait à l'adolescente que j'étais. Et puis, j'ai senti quelqu'un de généreux, gentleman. Il a pris son temps pour répondre à mes questions.
Tell us about when Pulp Fiction won the Palme d'Or in Cannes in '94.
It is a milestone in my career because it gave me permission to do literally any type of character that I wanted. And it's never been the same since, and also changed film history. People started to think differently about the type of film they would make.
Et il a même joué le jeu du petit pas de twist. Quand j'y repense, c'était vraiment sympa.
You're known for your great dance moves in Grease, Pulp Fiction, and Saturday Night Fever. Can you show us one?
I could do this. I could do a little twist for you. You want to twist with me? Okay.
Oh yeah, I would love to. You better shake that boo, 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 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You're the one that I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. You're the one I want.
J'ai le bonheur de réaliser les émissions du Festival de Cannes France 24 depuis pas mal d'années et des souvenirs, j'en ai évidemment beaucoup. notamment les lancements d'émissions avec les présentatrices, où parfois on est allé jusqu'à obtenir un hélicoptère ou une voiture de luxe. Et je me souviens de ces moments comme des moments inoubliables, tant que parfois ces plateaux ont été compliqués à monter.
Helicopters, yachts, the French Riviera, and most importantly, an extraordinary amount of talent from the world of film.
Évidemment, il y a aussi toutes les interviews de stars que j'aurais jamais pensé rencontrer, telles Stephen Spielberg, Robert De Niro, John Travolta ou encore Jane Fonda, une femme formidable. Mais pour moi, l'un des événements les plus marquants de ces dernières années, c'est la marche des femmes, ce jour où 82 femmes ont foulé le tapis rouge pour défendre leurs droits. Emmenées par une Kate Blanchett érigée en porte-parole, accompagnée d'Agnès Varda ou de Marion Cotillard notamment, ces femmes sont venues tout simplement demander l'égalité des salaires et la parité dans le monde du cinéma. Et je trouvais que ce jour-là, les revendications de ces femmes issues du monde du strass et des paillettes rejoignaient les revendications de la plupart des femmes de nos sociétés. Et ça, pour moi, ça reste une image vraiment marquante du Festival de Cannes.
And we acknowledge all of the women and men around the world who are standing for change.
One of my best Cannes memories is from 2013 when I met the two actresses from the film Blue is the Warmest Color, Abdelatif Keshish passionate lesbian love story. The interview took place just after the screening and everyone on the Croisette had been deeply moved by it. Léa Seydoux and Adèle Exarchopoulos suddenly found themselves in the spotlight. A few days later, they and the director won a triple Palme d'Or awarded by Stephen Spielberg, a first in the festival's history.
Il y a des scènes évidemment de sexualité très, très crues, très explicites. Comment est-ce que vous avez vécu ces moments ensemble?
Le fait que ce soit avec une femme, pour moi, c'était un peu plus facile. Que ce soit avec Adèle aussi, ça m'a aidée, puisqu'en plus, Adèle, elle a un rapport comme ça avec son corps, elle est très libre et ça m'a aussi aidée, parce que moi, je suis plus pudique. Et puis voilà, et puis on avait les mêmes, je pense qu'on avait les mêmes peurs, les mêmes appréhensions, et Adèle était vraiment une alliée.
Le Festival de Cannes, c'est une équipe soudée qui travaille dur pour vous faire vivre les temps forts de ce grand événement. Ce sont des émotions cinématographiques fortes, de belles rencontres, mais aussi un certain nombre d'imprévus. La Palme d'Or de l'interview qui aurait pu être passionnante, mais qui s'est transformée en entretien quasi inexistant, je la décernerai à l'acteur américain Robert De Niro. Suite à de nombreuses négociations avec l'attaché de presse du film qu'il était venu défendre en 2016 sur la Croisette, il avait été convenu d'un entretien en tête-à-tête avec cet acteur de légende qui s'est petit à petit transformé en échange collectif de 3 minutes. Autant vous dire qu'il était difficile de revenir sur plus de 50 ans de carrière.
40 years on after Taxi Driver, who won a Palme d'Or, the top award here in Cannes, you're back and you said you're excited to be back, especially with that movie. Why?
Yeah, it's great. This wasn't here 40 years ago. It was a different thing.
One of my personal favourite Cannes memories was interviewing the legendary British filmmaker Ken Loach on a very windy beach in 2014. Now, he's absolute Cannes royalty, and since that interview, he's gone on to win his second Palme d'Or. But what a humble and heartfelt man, and clearly somebody who still gets a massive kick out of seeing his films presented on the Croisette.
No, it's always nerve-wracking because this is the first real audience that will have seen the film, so you're just desperately anxious that they're still there at the end of the show, you know.
The priceless advantage of attending Cannes is the opportunity to see a movie the first time it's ever shown. Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. We went into the auditorium not knowing anything except the title. Owen Wilson's character is at a party. He meets a woman named Zelda. Zelda calls over a man named Scott, and suddenly giggles of recognition took hold of the crowd as we realized we were watching a time travel comedy, partly set in Paris in the 20s. That feeling in front of one of the world's great screens of 1,600 people laughing together. Unbeatable.
One memory which sticks out is from last year, watching the film Parasite with director Bong Joon-ho and his cast at the premiere, and I had goosebumps at the end of the film. I was convinced I'd just seen the winner of the Palme d'Or. And perhaps my favourite memory was meeting Simone Lancelot. She was 100 years old when we met her in 2017, and the cinema manager had been to every Cannes Film Festival ever held. It was my first time at Cannes, so I was very in awe of her.
En 47, j'ai donc été au festival, et en 48, j'ai eu une fille qui s'appelle Martine. Et puis en 49, je suis venue, et en 50, j'ai eu une fille qui s'appelle Françoise. Donc, j'ai dit, j'ai raté 2 festivals. Mais j'étais au comité de sélection et on avait décidé de faire le festival tous les 2 ans seulement. Et en 48 et en 50, il n'y en a pas eu. Donc j'ai fait tous les festivals.
Un de mes souvenirs mémorables cannois, ça se passe en 2004, lors de la fête consacrée au film Kill Bill 2 de Quentin Tarantino. Donc je suis invité, c'est dans une villa. Quand j'arrive là-bas, je comprends que je suis pas un invité de marque parce que je suis parqué comme beaucoup de monde à l'étage qui surplombe la piscine et la piste de danse réservée aux VIP. Sauf que les VIP tardent à arriver. Puis au bout d'un moment, on sent un crépitement des flashs qui débarquent, non pas Tarantino ou Maturman, mais Mick Jagger. Voilà, en personne. Alors il vient vers nous, sauf que les vigiles lui disent non, vous serez mieux en dessous, donc dans le coin VIP. Sauf qu'il n'y a personne à ce moment-là, et du coup, Mick Jagger avec sa pauvre coupe de champagne est tout seul, c'est extrêmement gênant, et c'est à ce moment-là que le DJ a la fausse bonne idée de mettre un tube des Rolling Stones. Bref, c'est un fiasco, Mick Jagger décide de partir. Nous, on passe les cordons de sécurité, résultat, quand Uma Thurman, Michael Madsen et Tarantino ont débarqué, on a fait la fête à côté d'eux, mais sans Mick Jagger malheureusement.
One of my most memorable moments was an interview with the Bollywood bomb Aishwarya Rai on a yacht. I was barefoot because I wasn't allowed to wear shoes onto the boat, and she was in a crazy, amazing evening dress in the middle of the day in the baking heat. It was so glamorous, but so ridiculous that only happens in Cannes.
Fashion and all the aspects of it, be it makeup, hair, clothing, accessorizing, I've always regarded it as art, and there's always a creative team that comes together to do that. And you can have fun with it, or it's important just to be comfortable with it.
Another moment I won't forget is an interview I did with the team behind the documentary 5B, a film about the first ward in the world for AIDS patients in San Francisco. It was so emotional, I actually started crying in the middle of the interview.
We saw them lose their health. We saw them lose their minds. We saw a disease that you can.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It's just.
You're gonna make me
was,
cry.
I think we will carry. I think all of us who were there will carry this with us until our own deaths.
Cannes is a big thing for France 24, which covers the event in 4 languages with several daily broadcasts. I usually don't have that much time to see films when I'm there, but amongst the one that I've stuck in my mind in the last few years is Black Landsman by Spike Lee. It's a striking film against racism in the United States in which a black policeman infiltrates the Ku Klux Klan. It won the Festival Grand Prix in 2018.
I'm telling you, wars are coming.
White power! Black power!
Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
That's us, Stallworth brothers.
We're on a roll, baby.
Spike Lee was due to be head of the jury this year. He would have been the first black man to hold that position in the festival history. But fans like me can be reassured he should be back next year with his president hat. So, see you then.